go live, as we go live, as we go live, you know we got these vibes going. We got these vibes going. Got these vibes going because this is the Dual Exchange Live, and have some fun guests coming in store for everybody to be a part of. I got my first guest in the green room. I see you, brother. I see you in the green room. And I'm excited, guys. So if you're over here on IG, come on over to my YouTube channel. Got these smooth tones going. Being that I got my guests already in the room, I may have to change the background music a little bit because, you know, he and I go back and we have a feel for things that we like to hear sometimes. And I'm gonna switch over to that. I'm gonna let everybody come into the room. Come on over. We are live. It is Friday. I'm thankful to be here. We made it through a whole week, all kind of difficulties and struggles. But if we got from last Friday to this Friday, we got a lot to be thankful for. And I'm excited about what's going on. Hey, we got our comments coming in. Hey, Samantha. How you doing? Hey, Samantha. She follows that by hey. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Come on over, guys. I see y'all slowly filing into the room. It's all about vibes. And I'm gonna try to find this one real fast so that I can get my guests into the mood when it's time. We have a short show today. We're just going to again deal with our small business spotlight. A chance for you guys to get to meet my part of my crew. Keep chopping woods. What's up, guys? Come on over to my YouTube channel, and we're just gonna chop it up a little bit. You know, we chopping wood. Hey, come on, get settled, guys. Hey, y'all know the deal. When y'all come in the room, come on, say hello to your boy. I don't know what that means. Muy la garza. Hopefully that means something nice. Hello from upstairs. Hey, Shar. How you doing? What's up, Craig? Craig is in the building. Hey, the slickest is in the building. What's up, Tam? Hey, how you doing? Happy Friday. We got my boy. Hey, Matt saying what's up from the green room. Yes, that's one of my guests. My boy Matthew Munn is in the building. Yes. Yeah, come on, y'all. Come on in. Relax. And enjoy yourself. We'll start the show in just a little bit. I'm trying to find something that'll get my boy hype up in the green room here. Where did it go? Maybe it's up here. While you guys are getting acclimated, make sure that you guys are paying attention to what our business spotlight is for this week. Okay, we have some cool things. We have some nice little add-ons. And if you are a small business, or if you have something that you want to broadcast here on the show, just make sure you get it to me beforehand. At least give me an hour before the show, and I'll make sure that I have you be a part of what's going on. My pronunciation was on point. Hey, just saying I'm just trying. I'm trying to expand my horizons here. I can read good. All right. Let's see if I can find us. Love, can, pay attention. Where did it go? I found it. And this is for my man who's waiting in the green room. This is when we were young. This would get us right. This would get us right. It'd be about like 5 of us in the car, and we just getting right for wherever it is we're going. I remember specifically driving with Matt. We were going to go do our SATs, and this is what we were listening to before we took our SATs. Hey, so as you can see, we're gonna have a good time today. I'm gonna start the show in just a second. Hold on, we got some new people in here. Hey, hi, what's up? Thank you, Spicy Chili. Is this your first time being on the show? Is this your first time? I've never said your name, so if this is your first time, let us know, because we like to show love. We like to show love to our first timers who are here in the show. Hey. Oh, that's Haven. Haven is here. Haven. So I got both of my guests here. Haven, go ahead and dial up into the room so I can put you in the green room as well. And it's funny because last week, remember guys, when I was like, the person was like, hey, Hav is here. And I was like, oh, hey, Hav. And I introduced him. I didn't know it was my boy Haven. You're tricky. But we receive it. All right, guys, we're going to get ready to start the show. And, when we start the show, we got to do a proper intro. So, getting things going. Let's see. What kind of music do I want to move forward to? Let's play this in the background. We got to calm down a little bit before I get into my interviews. Real fast, we're continuing our business spotlight on area things that are going down with the show. And we started a few weeks ago with some pop-ups that our good friend Alasia, who was actually on an episode of ours not too long ago, who's doing a pop-up or doing pop-ups near the area. So let's continue doing that. Also, we are going to hear from my people over at Puzzle Huddle, but let's first start with Alasia, and let's see where her next pop-up will take us. Hey everybody, this is my friend Alasia. She's the CEO of Visions of Me. And if you was hearing her, she would be telling you that these are her save the dates for her pop-up shop. You'll see the first one here at Stop and Shop on June 13th. The next on June 18th. You'll see on the 25th, she'll be at the Epic Visions Day. And lastly, the Girls' Day Out on June 27th. Check her out. So yeah, those dates will be available. Also, there'll be a link in the description after the show if you want to check her out. So go and support, especially in the DMV. It's really cool how lately there's been a lot of black pop-up shops. And it's really cool to see a lot of small black businesses doing their thing, post-COVID, and people are getting out and supporting. So, we're always here for that. So we're always here to support our small businesses. That is something that is very important to me. One of the small businesses that I'm really linked to, that I really am excited about a lot of the progress and the process they're doing, is my people over there at Puzzle Huddle. And this is their last giveaway. They're moving into some different projects and things of that nature. And this is their last giveaway. So pay attention, guys.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to our puzzle giveaway. We've now been giving the puzzles away for 72 weeks in a row. So we thank you so much for your engagement, for your participation, for tagging your friends and family, and for following along with our company. This week, every puzzle we make is eligible in the giveaway. So in order to participate, just let us know which puzzle you want to receive. If you type the title, the character, the skin tone, the hair texture, let us know which puzzle you want to receive. We're going to pick a lot of winners. This is the final week for our weekly puzzle giveaway series. We've been doing it 72 weeks in a row. So thank you so much for following along with us, for engaging with us, for participating, for supporting. We love you. Thanks for your support. Name which puzzle you want. We're going to give a lot of them away this week.
Yes. Follow Puzzle Huddle. And you guys know that the deal here, we're not just trying to follow them for their giveaway. It's not like they have any more left for you guys. They've done it for 72 straight weeks, giving you free puzzles representing our community. And so this is the time where we get to give back. Yes, be a part of this last giveaway where they're allowing you to try to get at any puzzle that they have. But they're in a new place now. They're growing, and this is where we can say, you know what, my dollar helped propel a business that I believe in the right direction. So let's make sure that we're doing that. Let's make sure we're supporting one another, and let's make sure that we're giving to the Puzzle Huddle family. How timely is it that Marnell jumps in here and makes a comment as well in support of Puzzle Huddle. Lastly, real fast, before we get into a cool interview that I have in store for you guys, is that there's a quick announcement from my Portrait Me DC community, and that goes a little something like this.
Greetings, Portrait Meet DC family. We are excited about this upcoming meet this weekend. We have an opportunity to collaborate with Union Market during this meetup. As part of the collaboration, we've been asked to capture 3 businesses as well as a live event during our meet. Businesses will be listed on the screen and in the description below. This is a great opportunity for us to support our community at large, as well as have a chance to have our work reposted by our gracious host, Union Market DC. So what are you waiting for? We cannot wait to see you on Sunday.
I gotta admit, that's a little weird seeing myself in a picture-in-picture. With different hats and a different shirt. But yes, if you're creative here in the DMV area, this is a prime opportunity for you to work on stuff for free. Work with other videographers, work with models, work on getting your stuff out there for free. And Union Market is being a gracious host and allowing us to put on and allowing us to actually work for them. So what are we waiting for? If you're in the DMV area or nearby, come on over Sunday 4 to 6 and have a good time. All right. So let's get right into the meat and potatoes of why I have you guys here today. I have two guests today that I am very excited to present to you guys. This past weekend, we had an opportunity to work on a project together, and I'm not going to speak on it. I'm just going to bring them into the room right now. Let's get into our interview phase. And this is the first time that I have 2 guests on at the same time. I have my man Haven and my boy Matthew here representing Chopping Wood Productions. Let's give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. Y'all got handsome for me. That got handsome for me.
Yo, that's your fault, man. I don't know what you're talking about. You saw us earlier today. Are you saying that we look crusty earlier?
Yo, I will say nothing of the sort. Guys, welcome to the show. So I wanted to have you guys be a part of the show because first of all, I believe in uplifting my creative community, but this touches home to me because this is a project that I'm really excited about. And I bragged earlier on IG that I gained new brothers. Like I started in with my boy Matt, and we've grown up together. But this weekend, I acquired new brothers that felt real. It wasn't like one of those like, okay, we're friends because we're working on this project, but it was a genuine thing. So I'm gonna start it off with you, Matt. You came up with this idea. What made you like kind of come up with this idea to kind of present to me and then ultimately to all of us to kind of bring us into the fold?
So first of all, it's awesome being on here, man. For the first time, I've watched the show numerous times, but it's dope to be a guest. So thanks for having me, brother. It's a long time coming. But regarding Keep Chopping Wood Productions, like many things, it grew organically from a much more basic idea. I think I was just watching a lot of your content that you were putting out, noticing the journey from photography into more video stuff. I was like, man, one of my closest brothers in life is like really getting dope with the camera stuff, And meanwhile, at the same time, I'm personally getting more interested in writing stories and directing, and mostly for my aspirations are to write and direct animated content. But I was like, yo, it would be cool to just do a little something with my boy. Just maybe come up with a little short film idea. So I hit you up and was like, hey, Mike, would you be interested in maybe taking your camera and shooting something, some narrative content, something with a story, like a little short, nothing, no big, huge production, but something small. And so I was just expecting you and I, would go and do some basic stuff, without much planning or, sophistication, just something simple and fun. And then that grew, man. You looped in somebody else. You were like, well, I got a buddy, Zach, who's also got these, this interest, and he would probably be down to help us out with some stuff. And then I was like, well, if you bring in somebody, I got to bring in my hitter, which is the brother right here to my left, if I'm facing you guys, Haven Cousins. You know what I mean? And he's who I've worked with for over 9 years at Blue Sky Studios, and he is a story genius, in my opinion, and also very much into film production, all that kind of stuff. So and then we ended up looping in a fifth brother just after having a random conversation with him walking home from a birthday party, and he was like, oh, I want to get down with that too, and he's a photographer as well. So that's how Voltron was formed. We all came together.
Throwing it to Haven, Matt comes to you with this idea, and what is your process in all of this?
That was a very exciting moment. Like, Matt kind of ran down how he came up with the concept of when it was introduced to me, I was like all in, because I've just been looking for more and more opportunities like this to collaborate, to work on story. Live action as opposed to animation is something where, animation requires a lot of work to get to the point of having assets built and being able to actually put something on screen. With live action, we can make things happen. And so it's been a fun process over the last several weeks, getting to know, like you said, new friends, new connections in this creative world. I mean, I'm honestly just honored to be on your show, let alone to be welcomed into your circle. And so I'm really glad that I got a chance to contribute. So happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm happy to have you, bro. And it's the cool thing about this is that you guys are y'all not no lightweights. Like, when people y'all just was like, yeah, we worked over at Blue Sky, and things of that nature. Like, you guys are heavy hitters. Like, if you guys were just if I was to take you to a bunch of kids and be like, hey, these are my friends and this is what they do, and you could talk about some of the projects you work on, the kids would be like, So to go from that type of background, and then kind of go to square one, because this is a square one type of deal here. Like, we're just like, all right, like you said, I'm just gonna, like you said, man, I'm just gonna try to get my friend to do something. And this weekend was like a reality check. Like, it ain't just like that. To get to the square one project, how does that feel to just start over and just jump in from that regard?
I'll say really briefly that not only is this new territories. Like, I've worked in film for 17 years, specifically as a character animator at at CG Animation Studios. So my job responsibilities are very specific, and so unlike some, I get probably wiser individuals like Haven, I kind of was just like, all right, I know what I do. I'm not really dabbling or educating myself on other aspects of the animation production pipeline so much. So when trying to do this, taking on this endeavor, people start throwing out concepts regarding, camera lenses and, sound stuff, and just other aspects of what it takes to make what we see on the screen that I took for granted. And I'm like, oh, I guess you do need to spend 2 hours getting the lighting diffused and all this stuff. I'm like, What do you mean we don't just turn the camera on and it looks beautiful with shallow depth of field and all kinds of amazingness, you know? So for me, these guys will tell you I was the least experienced when it came to the live action production type of stuff, and I had questions for days. So this has just been a hell of a learning experience. I feel like a baby in this, but I love every minute of it, man.
But you know what it is? It's a culmination, man. See, like what Matt isn't telling you is about the fact that he was at Blue Sky for all those years, pitching ideas, pitching concepts, working with directors, working with feature directors closely on building concepts and getting to the heart of a performance, getting to the heart and soul of a scene, getting to the heart and soul of a shot. And so that skill set that you bring to the table, in addition to your personality, your leadership, bringing folks together, and just I think that's what we all did is we all brought pieces that we had and then put them together. So and that's I think what is one of the most beautiful parts about it is that it's this culmination. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of heart and soul, Haven, and I'll talk specifically to you. You've kind of like been just that for us. Talk about kind of like how writing has been like a new influence for you when it comes to, you know, this endeavor. For all of us, we're like, hey, we're gonna do this idea, and then all of a sudden Haven comes on and is like, well, let me write a little something for you guys and pitch this to you. And it immediately became the pulse and the heartbeat of what it is that we were trying to put together. Talk about that transition now from going from like, okay, yeah, I'm doing animation, but now you're actually putting these stories together.
I mean, you know what? First of all, I'm just honored to have you give me a compliment like that. The truth of the matter is, no, but for real, it's true. You know, the truth of the matter is, the core of the concept starts on the page, you know, and it always has. And if it's strong on the page, then that will carry through to the final product, whether you're talking about animation, whether you're talking about advertising, whether you're talking about feature film. But if you can start with a core concept that works, that's compelling on the page, then you have something, you know, that's when you got something. So for me, and I think this is one of the other things that's in the heart and soul of this process, is we were all sort of like, okay, if we're going to do this, then let's all put in what we have. Let's all put in what we have, and let's all try things that maybe we wouldn't be able to try if we were on like something commercial, you know? So I was just glad to get the opportunity to say like, okay, you know, here's this idea. Matt's got this great idea. Let me see if I put down some actual like pages and see if does this match back to what everybody had in mind. And the process of getting feedback and making adjustments, you know, I relish in it.
Yeah,
man. Can I speak real quick on that?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Just to piggyback off what Haven said, man. One of my favorite aspects of this experience was just the handing off of these responsibilities and people just putting their creative like mark on it and just taking it to new heights. So, you know, the idea for the story the short we just shot, kind of came from some like a basic idea that I had, and I kind of pitched the beats and everybody was like, oh yeah, this would be good. And then Haven was like, oh, let me take a stab at the script. And so I was like, sure. And like, here, give it and he took a pass on it, pulled out some unnecessary stuff, added some important things. And then when you read the script, you're like, oh, this is hitting. And then, you know, people add their ideas, their thoughts. And it's just, it felt very similar to like running a fast break with like, you're starting 5, like one dude grabs the rebound and swings it to the point guard and he pushes it, throws it over here to the 4 who lobs it to the center to dunk it, you know, and it's like everybody's putting their little, you know, expertise into it. And then the final product is like, man, there's a little bit of all of us in this. Yeah. And that's why it's so beautiful, because if it were just one person running the ball, like from a full court, it's not going to be as dope a play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going to be a turnover.
and we not passing you the ball again.
Exactly. I got no handles.
Yeah. So I always play a game, so I'm not gonna. I don't want to give everything away. I don't want to give everything out. I just wanted to bring you guys on the show to introduce you to my audience and let people know what I'm proud about. I'm proud to be a part of a group of 5 black men who come together with our different levels of creative expertise, and we make each of those moments matter, man. And I'm really glad that I get to present you guys to my audience, but then I'm glad as well that I get to know you guys a little bit more. So we're gonna transition to playing a quick game. We do every guest who comes onto the show, they have to participate in this, and I got to get my little thing here. Play this game called High Five, and I always end up having to play the thing twice because it's so fast. We got 5 on it, and we got 5 questions, guys. We got 5 questions that we want to know about these 2 gentlemen here, and you guys are gonna get to know the rest of the guys as well. But I started with Matt and Haven today because they were available. All right, so let's get right into the questions. The first question is, I got a little chopping wood, little thing for us.
Yeah, no doubt.
The first question is what was your favorite movie as a child? I'll start with you, Matt. What was your favorite movie as a child, man?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure is, to this day, the movie that I've seen more than any other movie in history. Like, I feel like, I don't have children yet, but I know, observing like nieces and nephews, that each of them has like their one movie that just like, put it on again. You're like, you watch this every day. There are so many more Disney movies. Why that one? But for me, that was Pee-wee's Big Adventure. For some reason, I watched it every day for like 3 years of my childhood. So as a kid, I watched it to the point where I was dressing up as Pee-wee for Halloween. I was talking like I thought he was cool, and I was wrong, but I was obsessed with Pee-wee Herman. So and my best friend Weldon brings that up all the time. Like, yo, Matt was such a nerd. Like he thought he was Pee-wee Herman. I even had a pump, like the little so
wow.
And the dance.
Yeah. I remember, bro. I remember.
Yeah, it's awful.
All right,
so that was my favorite movie as a child.
I'll swing that to you, Haven.
Oh my, damn! All right, my favorite movie as a child. Oh my gosh. You know what? In terms of ones that I've seen way too many times, I definitely watched Spaceballs way more times.
Yeah, that's a classic.
than any child should have watched Spaceballs. I had that joint on repeat. I was wearing that tape out. So, the Mel Brooks, Pizza the Hut, that,
Yeah.
I see
Your Schwartz is bigger than mine. Did we say the same thing at the same
time? And I think that just trained my brain on like what was funny. It's just like ridiculousness. So, yeah.
Yeah, if you guys haven't picked up now, like Haven is he's our artiste. He's our artiste personified. Like whenever we were we want to talk to Haven because his art perspective is awesome. So
for sure.
just as a little side caveat. Let me get real fast into these comments real fast before I go into the next question. Debbie says, "Hey Matt, good peeps. Hey Mike, success to our black men." Yes, thank you, Deb. Craig says, "These guys are me when I grow up." Marnell says, "This is inspiring. Let me go do something." You are doing something. You are a dean at a university. That is amazing in and of itself. Yes. I saw some stuff. Also, Deb makes another comment. She said, "Yes, the diversity, creativeness is awesome. It's like the right ingredients for a perfect recipe for black success." I like to believe that. We about that. And Craig agrees. Pee-wee and Spaceballs. It's dead. All right, so let's go. Let's move right ahead and ask the next question. Next question is, how did your parents describe you both as children? We'll start with Haven this time. Haven, how were you described as a child?
Oh my gosh. He talks too much. Maybe not by my parents. Teachers definitely said that. I was definitely that kid that got from the teachers every time, like, he's smart, but all he wants to do is get laughs and talk too much in class. Like that was like all the time. So honestly, that's what mattered to me more than anything else. My parents, they would probably say he was a ham for the camera. That's what it was. Because if there was a camera around, I would be cheesing and I would, I would just show up in the photo. No matter what. So that was me.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up, Matt.
Oh man, honestly, like this, I am known for having been an angel as a kid. Like I was a good kid to a fault. Like I look back on my childhood and wish I could redo it and just get into some stuff. Because I was like, I grew up a church boy and I bought in. I was like a saint. And but the one thing that I did do often to get in trouble was laugh and draw in inappropriate situations, as you know, Mike. So
in church.
The one time in school and in church when I was getting in trouble, it was for laughing because I had drawn something that I shouldn't have been drawing in that situation. And I'll just say briefly, like Mike and I growing up as kids in the church, he was in there for a lot of those sermons that we were sitting through while I'm drawing something to try to get him to laugh. And then him and the rest of our buddies been passing it down the pew. And then everybody's looking at it with their shoulders like this. And I'm the one that ends up and like getting pulled out and getting in trouble, a whooping or whatever, So
yeah,
that was they would describe me as like a clown in that sense. But otherwise, man, I was a good kid.
Yeah, you're very, very, very quiet. It's funny because you would seem very quiet, but you're not quiet like you were when you was a kid.
Yeah, I definitely I evolved because I was very much like shy, a shy type, as a little guy.
All right,
as a young boy.
Let's get right into this next question. This next question says, what's your go-to drink to stay up while you're chopping that wood?
Hey, wait a minute.
Hey, we're going to keep it on the up and up here. We're going to keep it up. We're going to say on those late nights when you're trying to get through.
We're working hard.
I'll just say this. I'll just underscore the importance of staying hydrated. That's all.
The importance here.
You got your potassium levels up.
But yeah. So what's your go-to? What's your go-to, Matt?
So when I'm up working late, to be honest with you, I don't have a go-to drink. Like I drink coffee, but I never really drink coffee at like late at night. I'm probably the type of person that if I'm getting like fatigued, I'll just change some stuff. I have a stand-up desk. I'll like raise it up. I'll try to do some jumping jacks or like, something. But yeah, I've never been like a Red Bull guy, and I don't drink coffee late because if I drink coffee after 3 p.m., it's over for me. It's a wrap. I can't sleep. I'm very sensitive to that for some reason. So I have to, I can't do the drinks,
Okay. All right. How about you, Haven?
No, I'm just going to co-sign Matthew's sensible answer as opposed to my all the same facts.
Now, I will say this: I am notorious for going in on some food late night. So when I start getting sleepy, like when I'm sleep deprived, I get hungry for some reason. So I'll be making a full meal at like 3 a.m. or eating some cereal or something over drinking a Red Bull.
Yeah, this weekend y'all were killing the munchkins like they were energy drinks. I was like, he's like, I'm tired. Get those munchkins away from me.
We got a box of like 24 munchkins, and each of you ate like 1 or 2, and the rest are like still inside of me. It's awful.
Let me go right real fast to the comments real quick. They're coming in here crazy. Miguel says, yo. Miguel is my brother, Haven. What else? What were you drawing? They want to know. Yeah, no, we cannot share. We cannot share none of those drawings. But they got us in trouble. Yes, somebody was co-signing. Deb was co-signing that. There's laughter. My neighbor says you guys are very funny. This is a G-rated show. We said nothing. There was nothing. There was nothing that was said. Debbie says coffee is boring. Miguel says Henny and Coke.
There it is.
Everybody's laughing. Hey, we got Chip on here. Miguel doesn't know how to lie. That's right. So Chip is co-signing to that. All right, so let's get real fast because I know you guys got to go. Let me get to the next question real fast. What did you guys study in college? And I asked that because a lot of times people, either they go all in for what they study and then they pursue it, or they study something and then they just do the opposite of that. I'll start with you, Haven. What did you study in college?
I went to school for computer graphics and animation. So it was a foundational art program, freshman year, figure drawing, 3D, sculpture, etc., light color and design, and then, art history and all that sprinkled in. But at the same time, it was learning the 3D software, modeling, texturing, animation, rendering. So that whole thing. And a little bit of industrial design sprinkled in there. I thought I might switch over at the last minute to design cars, but I stuck with it. And in the process, that's when I realized, what I want to do with this is I want to make my own short films. And that was one of the reasons why I love CG was every project that we had, they were do a little, bouncing ball. I was like, okay, I did a bouncing ball, but it was 14 shots of a ball that was bouncing, escaping out of prison. And I put textures on it and lit it. And then I had, so
that ball had a backstory.
Exactly. So me, the backstory, everything's called, so I would do the same thing with the little potato sack exercise. It wouldn't just be one shot. It was this whole music video all created in CG. So that's what I really loved about it. And then once you get in the industry, though, you got to specialize. And I think, I spent some years specializing. And I was like, wait a minute, what about, making shorts? What about making films? So it it's one of the things that I think happens in the course of your career is you look back and say, okay, let me go back to my roots. Let me go back to what it is that I love. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's what's up. How about you, Matt?
So I went to school undergrad as a computer science major because I had interest in programming video games. So I didn't discover CG animation until my late junior, senior year as an undergraduate at University of Delaware. So it was one of those situations where I got my hands on Maya, which is a CG animation software, and I got my hands on that late in the game, wanting to use it to make something basic for some games that I was working on, coding, and I fell in love and was like, this is way more interesting than what I'm pursuing right now. What I've been investing in 3 years of life and money, and already was planning on going to a graduate program at Carnegie Mellon for a Master of Science degree in computer science, and was like, oh damn, but I want to do this art thing. So what do I do? And so I kind of just decided to try my best to redirect. It's like steering a boat or something. It's I gotta find a way to make that pivot. And and thank goodness I did, because I ended up finding a way to get into an art school where I then studied, some of the courses that Haven mentioned. Mine was a little different because it was a MFA. So I didn't have a lot of those foundational courses. I was more focused on computer stuff, which is why when you see his storyboards and my storyboards, there's a little difference there. My storyboards still look like those little cartoons I was drawing in church. But at the end of the day, I still I was able to learn what I needed to learn to get an animation job and have the career that I've had up to this point, which has been a blessing. And yeah, man, it's so I had a little unorthodox way to it, but we eventually got there.
Yeah. I'm glad y'all did. The funny story to me though is how you and Haven have worked at Blue Skies for umpteen years, and y'all just became close at the right time towards the end. Yeah. And we're here, man. I'm glad you made that connection, man. I'm glad.
Yeah, definitely.
Glad you made it. All right, guys. We got our last question here. And the question is, which is more iconic, Boondocks or the Chappelle Show, and I did this kind of like on purpose because I know that you guys are both fans of both, and I want to know who the clear cut winner is. So we'll start with you this time, Matthew. Who's the clear cut winner here of being more iconic, the Chappelle Show or Boondocks?
I gotta say the Chappelle Show personally. I like the Boondocks, but I loved the Chappelle Show, and the Chappelle Show has to be the winner because when you're talking about something that's iconic and timeless and stuff, like how many quotables did we get from just 2 years of the Chappelle Show, right? It was only on for 2 seasons. And there's so many just classic like quotables and characters that were created. It's like just thinking about them, you're laughing. And I don't think the same can be said for the Boondocks necessarily. And I also don't think the Boondocks was as universally, generally, embraced like the Chappelle Show by various cultures. Like you got, I don't know, maybe it's just my perception, but I feel like black people embrace the Boondocks a little more than the white people and the other communities or whatever. But everybody was walking around saying, "I'm Rick James," you know what I'm saying? Like everybody was saying that. So my vote would be for the Chappelle Show, man.
Okay.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, Chappelle's Show is just, he crafted culture. He created new realities in culture with that show. And because it's a G-rated show, I can't even run down many of the things I really would love to enjoy to talking about on that show. But there were so many sketches. I mean, all the way from like that. I think one of the very first ones, he was sitting in the car, and they were doing a send up of like a car commercial. and the girl was dancing and it wasn't working for him. I'll leave you to find the quote.
Yeah.
It was so consistent. It was so consistent all the way through to the black white supremacists, all the way through to, Diddy making the band like
so
it's
many
just
good ones.
Too many. It was just
I almost died. I almost died from not being able to breathe when they did the Wayne Brady joint. I remember being on the floor, just holding myself. Like I have to pause this. It's so funny.
Yeah. And it's funny.
One fun fact about that question, though, is Regina King, remember, is actually the voice of the main character in Boondocks. So
and she's both of the kids in that.
Yeah.
And I'll make an argument for the Boondocks, simply because they touched on a lot of things beforehand that a lot of the people were not touching on in the black community. And there were nuances of it that was cool because it was also like an anime. So it was like a cool black anime where you could get your introduction into anime and learn about some things like Martin Luther King. Like what if he didn't get assassinated? Like what if people were using his likeness without his permission? Like questions like that, or just like that's genius, So I'll make an argument. Although Chappelle, to me, is more iconic. I actually was at one of his shows at one of the tapings. And I literally almost died that night from laughing that hard. So, I'll go with you guys on that. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to be a part of my show. I'm excited about all the projects that we are looking to work with together. And as far as Keep Chopping Wood, break down the meaning of Keep Chopping Wood for us, Matt, because people are hearing it, but they need to know the inspiration for this before I let you guys go.
All right. So I'll try to give you a brief breakdown of what Keep Chopping Wood is all about. Essentially, when I was in Pee Wee football back in the day, I was a running back and I was trash. I was no good. I was like 9 years old. I was always going down on first contact. As soon as I felt someone grab me, I was like, all right, you got me. And I would just let my legs buckle and go down. And somebody pulled me to the side, some adult, could have been my coach, I can't remember, might have been another parent. And they were like, yo, man, you you got to keep chopping wood. And I remember being like, I don't know what you mean. And they had to explain. They were like, just keep your feet going. Don't go down. Don't accept the tackle. Just keep your feet moving. You never know. You might break a tackle. You might, get more yards and whatnot. And so I applied that, and I started to see a difference as a little football player. I scored a touchdown for the first time in my life because I shed a tackle. I kept my little feet moving, and we would do drills where they would hold you up and you just keep pumping your little legs. And so the whole concept is something that I've been saying ever since, just about life stuff. Whenever we're trying to accomplish, challenging tasks in pursuit of our goals, a lot of the time, it's these things require grit, and what that means is you're going to get hit hard, and the difference between success and failure is often whether or not you're going to go down on first contact or you're going to keep your feet moving, if you're going to keep chopping wood. So our philosophy with our production is group is to just keep our feet moving in the direction of our goals. No matter what challenges we face, we're going to power through them, and that's how we're going to get it done.
That was the common thread this weekend, and the common theme, keep chopping wood and ProRes Life. And I'm going to allude to ProRes Life a little bit later. But I truly thank you guys for taking the time, but I'm thankful more that I'm a part of a brotherhood that is about, I feel like the sky is beyond the limit for us, because we're about to show. So we're about to show what we doing over here behind the chopping woods.
Right.
Yes, real fast. Let me get right into these comments real fast, and then I'll let you guys go. Real fast. Craig said, "Black animated series, early 2000s was funny too." He says, "I think Boondock Twin because I can't think of anything else like it at the time or since." Miguel also chimes in, Uncle Ruckus, the Uncle Ruckus character, the chicken riots. The t-shirts were, true. All right, and then lastly, people are saying, awesome interview, guys. Thanks for inspiring us. Miguel says, they were saying you was trash. Keep running, boy.
Everybody said
Yeah, Debbie said, I like that.
That's funny.
Keep moving. And Marnell says, lastly, that this was great. Any last words you guys would like to share to my audience before you guys step up out of here? I'll start with you, Haven. Any last words, man?
I'm just feeling the gratitude right now because I'm happy to be a part of this. I'm happy to be getting closer to my passions, and at the same time getting closer to creative, like-minded Black creatives. So I'm just grateful, and the same goes for your community, Mike. I mean, I've watched your videos, and I've watched some of your streams, and it's really an inspiration to see what you're putting together and the communities you're pulling together. So let's do it.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're going to get it. And lastly,
Absolutely.
Matthew.
Yeah, I echo what Haven said. I'm just full of gratitude. This has all been a lot of fun. I guess my parting words to the audience is to just like, this is the season for pursuing passion projects and things that you're inspired to delve into, that maybe we've been putting off to the side, or not prioritizing because we got other life stuff. I feel like one of the things that's so inspirational to me is just seeing my brothers all pursuing these interests that are not traditional conservative routes to take, and it's really just motivating me, and to continue chopping wood in the direction of my dreams and my passions, and finding a way to fit that in my life, and it's so rewarding and gratifying. So man, just be inspired, and Mike, you're doing a great job of that, bro. So keep doing what you do. Your work is appreciated, and yeah, much love, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Let's give a round of applause to these these fine gentlemen here, we out here trying to make a little bit of magic. Thank you guys for your time, and
I'm the Wiz. Nobody beats me.
And I'll catch you guys a little bit. Oh man, this is the fun that we have together as a group. So yeah, man, I can't wait to our next meeting, guys, and I'll check you guys a little bit later.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right.
So yes, let's give a final round of applause to my amazing brethren over at Keep Chopping Wood Productions. We got some cool things coming in store for you, and you guys know that got transition into our final thought. But I had to introduce you guys to the guys that I'm working with. I got a lot of fun projects, but I must say that this production group that I'm working with, we got some cool stuff coming, and I'll make sure that I share it with you guys. Make sure you get to see them and meet them behind the scenes. And if you have any questions or any comments or anything of that nature, make sure you send them our way. I'll make sure I'll get one of them to answer something in that regard. Let's get right into these comments real fast. We got a lot of hand claps. We got an amazing from Charlene. We got Craig. We got everybody's laughing. Chip says, good stuff, gentlemen. Hey, man, you were great. I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that, man. So it's a lot. It's easy to have good conversations with guys who are about that life. So you guys know that when it comes to us getting into our final thought, I got to hear one thing. So let's get right into the final thought. You guys know too. You guys know that I do not hear the band just once, that I got to hear them twice. All right. Let's get into our final thought here. Let me turn my stuff up here and let me get this music right. Let's get into our final thought. Our final thought today is ProRes life. And I found that it would be quite applicable to talk about ProRes life, being that I had the two gentlemen before on the show. And so this weekend, Matthew talked about how he didn't know a lot of terminology when it came to understanding video and light and cameras and things of that nature. And one time during the set, he asked us, we were talking about ProRes video and things of that nature. And he says to us, what's ProRes? What's that all about? And so Haven, Carl, myself, Zach, we have a little lesson with Matthew, breaking down what ProRes is versus, say, MP4. So MP4, you turn on your camera, phone, and you turn on, you press play, or record, and you take a video. And when you get a MP4, it can only do but so much, all right? It looks really nice, it looks beautiful, and things of that nature, but it's limited. But when you're working with ProRes video, you have so much that you can work with. It is so many layers of information that you get to work with. Immediately, Matt says to us, you know what? I'm ProResing everything. I'm ProResing today. I'm ProResing my life. And I was like, you know what? That's applicable. A lot of times we look at things from a MP4 perspective, and we see things and we try to make it look a certain way, and we're excited about it. But at the end of the day, it's not stuff or something that we can work with. It's pretty superficial when you work with it at the end of the day. But when we channel in our ProRes mentality, it's something that the creator can work with. I hope you're seeing the point here. When you have a situation where you're creating something, you want to be able to mold it and move it in a manner that represents your creativity. my friends, if we are living the ProRes life, make sure we're living a life or living in projects that allow us to make more of it. Don't just let it be superficial. Don't let it be just one wave of what we present. Make it be something that is presentable, but also understand that you have to be in the mindset to be worked on as well. And that, my friends, is my final thought. And you guys know when we're transitioning from our final thoughts into our phase section, this is my favorite time of the show, and that is to get into our spreading love part of the show. And this is very important. This is my most important part of the show because it's about self-love. And I feel like self-love at the end of the day, guys, is something that is an epidemic. It's an epidemic in that we do not acknowledge ourselves as being something that is ProRes. We don't understand that we are in a position daily to affirm and uplift ourselves when we understand that we are loved. And when you have that mindset of loving yourself and allowing yourself to be loved, it gives you the capacity to love in a more complete way. So my friends, if we take the time to give ourselves this moment, it allows us to do, as the song would say, hey, we got to spread love, guys. We got to spread love. And I like to send a special love out to my boys, Haven, Matthew, Carl, Zach. And we got to throw Weldon in there for being in our first production. We got our first short film under our belts. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about where we're going, and I'm sending a lot of love to them. If you have love that you would like to share at this time, let's get into these comments, and let's do so. Let's get right into these comments real fast. Yes. ProRes, yes. You know. He's about that ProRes life now, guys. And when we're getting into that ProRes life, it allows us, hey, to get into these vibes. Let's get into these vibes, and let's finish the show right, guys. Y'all know I'm into these vibes, and I have a selected amount of songs that I play. If you love somebody, show me you love somebody. Hey, guys, let's do it. Let's do it. Hey. You're not afraid to do that. Oh, we got some shout outs here. Shout out to Natasha for putting Hey, this is the life we live. We create out here. You could have been on our set, boy. With Zach and Carl and Haven getting us right. It's real. It's real in these creative streets. Hey guys, let's send some love out today, guys. Look somebody in the face and let them know, guys. I love you. Hey. Hey, Miguel, sending some love. Shout out to Voltron, Mackie, Mike, Weldon, Matt. Hey, we are squad. Hey. Let her know, Natasha. Let her know. Hey. Hey guys, you guys know that I love this song because it gets into the part and it allows us to understand that loving is a little bit more than just loving the people that love you back. It's a little bit more than loving in a way that allows you to be comfortable. It's about loving in a manner that is peculiar. We'll say peculiar, all right? So we're about to listen to this part. We're going to jam, but we got to vibe out to my favorite part of the song. Hey. All right, guys, pay attention. Hey. It makes everything right. Love yourself, guys. It's number one. Increase that appetite. Hey. Hey, this is the part, guys. Pay attention. And if you have enemies, tell your enemies. Y'all got enemies. Y'all better love them. Don't let that kid steal your joy or steal your love or the capacity to love. And you guys understand this. Moving into our next phase, that you guys are a big deal. I love it. I love it. I love it. Song says value yourself. Value yourself. Think highly of yourself. Hashtag you guys are a big deal. It's my VIP out here. Let's show some love, guys. Let's rep ourselves. This is my boy Craig.
I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kind of important.
Y'all not kind of important. Y'all very important over here. Matt says what Miguel said. Gang, gang. Shout out to all the phenomenal black men trying to make a difference and create opportunities for the next generation. Yes, Debbie. Yes. Hey, hey. Y'all about to get me to act up a little bit over here. Y'all about to get me to act up. Guys, I'll start it off. This is the part where we get to introduce ourselves a little bit better. My name is Michael Anthony Emmanuel Edwards Jr. You can find me here every Friday at 2:30. Bigging up my creative community. Letting you guys know that you're a big deal. You can find me on Instagram at dual.vision.photos. You can find me on the web at www.dualvision.com or dualvisionphotography.com. I'm here to uplift you guys. I said I'm here to uplift you guys. I'm here to uplift you guys each and every week to aspire for your passions. Matt talked about passions, guys. If you have passions that are within inside yourself, this is the place. Hey. It's for you, Craig. It's for you, Craig.
I'm a big deal. Very big friend, I'm a big deal. Okay, now. Yeah, we're kind of important.
Very.
For real.
Very.
Oh, yeah. I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals.
Are we about to wrap up the show? We're about to wrap up the show, but you guys know that before I can wrap up the show, I got to let y'all know that your boy is blessed. We here on another Friday. We in these vibes. I shared some amazing people with y'all. We got more to be. Hey guys, you saw it today, so you're blessed. Hey. And y'all know. Y'all better start typing y'all blessings in here. I need to see who's blessing here today. Hey. When I wake up and when I lay my head. Every day. Let's get into it, guys. Hey. Hey. If you're blessed, if you're blessed, let's type it out. Let's type it out. Hey.
Enough of them a try stop me fly past them straight. One of them a wicked, so what them in a rate. You know them want back still little food from me plate, but I got over devil a hell for them straight.
Hey. Every day. Every day, guys. Every day. If you're a witness to today, you are blessed. You guys are blessed. We're going to get ready to wrap up the show. Again, I'd like to thank my special guests, Haven, Cousins, Matthew Munn. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have you guys as brothers at arms, and we got some content that we're going to share. Hey, guys, and make sure you guys are supporting. Support. A lot of times people say, oh, can I give money? Look, guys, it's not about money. It's not about money. It's about support. If you believe in a platform like this, you like and you subscribe. You tell a friend, and then you have that friend tell a friend, and then you have that friend tell a friend, and that's how we build community. That's how we build support, and this is how we do it. So if you believe in what we're talking about, if you feel you are blessed, y'all need to get into this habit of supporting. Hey. Talk that talk, man. You are blessed, bro. You could have hurt yourself. Oh, gosh. Let's get into my favorite song, guys. And we're wrapping up the show. We had a good show today. Hand claps. Hand claps. The song says, don't put off what you can do today. Do it today, guys. Hey. Let's do it today. We're never promised tomorrow, guys. We're not promised tomorrow. If you're about this passion, if you're about this I Can life, if you're about Keep Chopping Wood Productions. Hey, guys, do what you can do today. Hey, hey.
What you could do when you get this ching chong, ching chong. I don't know, no. What you could do when bumper fling down, fling down. How you could deal with all this magic. When I make that bumper flick, dip like
Couple of things. I'm about to head over and out. Heading to DC to meet up with my Union Market people. I'm excited about this weekend. If you're in the area, in the DMV, come on, check us out. Portrait Meet DC. I'm involved in that. So that's happening Sunday. But I also tell you guys each week, take time to create. The time is now. Don't worry about nothing else. The time is now, guys. Hey.
I ain't sure to get that tomorrow.
Who promised you? Who promised you? Get your hands up. Hey. Hey. That's my favorite part. Listen to what she says. Listen to put your hands up. She says she wants to behave in the worst way. Don't care if you curse you. And it simply means that she wants to dance in a manner and celebrate in a manner that looks like she's a little bit off. But her praise is so genuine. It's so genuine, y'all. That's what your life should be like. You shouldn't worry about what people think about when it comes to your passion. You shouldn't worry about what people say. Live in a manner that is celebratory to what you believe in. And so what if they think you look a little crazy? You happy, and that happiness will trickle off to everybody else. Hey! I love it. Not the usual, guys. Don't get delusional. Hey! Do it tomorrow. I've had a great time today. I hope y'all had some fun. I hope you guys had a good time meeting my brethren. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope to see you same time next week. We're going to be dropping a premiere. Hey. Good show today. Have a wonderful and blessed weekend, and make sure you get out and do something, guys. Get out and do something. Hey. See you guys later.